Hey guys, LechK here, doing some work on my 2007 Dodge Charger. This is the V6 model SXT. I wanted to show you guys how to replace your upper control arm. I'm doing actually the shocks, the brakes, rotors, everything on it, but I want to split these videos up not to make it too long for you. So this is the upper control arm, and what can actually happen when they just get old, which happened to me once, this ball joint here can actually break, and basically this thing whole drops against, so my wheel was rubbing against the shock here, but I was able to get a few blocks home to get it replaced. These are old, I want to upgrade them. This is what I'm doing, basically a little upgrade from the standard stuff, and then the shocks and the rotors and all that as well. But I'm gonna walk you through how to remove this. You can have the shock in place, you can remove it, doesn't affect it, but basically you're disconnecting this bolt. There's a couple bolts up here, left and right, that we do from the inside of the engine bay, and then that will pop out. You're gonna need to also use your jack to lift this up, because once this drops, it'll be hard to get it all back up in place, especially when you're doing the shocks. Gonna get this out of the way, the rotors and the pads, and then we'll do the install. So removing the rotors, brake caliper housing, all that makes your life a lot easier if you're trying to remove this next, because now you don't have all that weight pulling down. Also, you kind of need to remove it if you're removing your shock, because you got to get to these bolts back here. Anyway, we got to remove this bolt and the two bolts I was talking about, which are right here. I believe those are 18 millimeter. So one here and one right in there. Where is it? Oh yeah, it's right down there, which is going to be a little challenge, but it's visible. There you go. On the passenger side, on the driver's side, it was a little simpler. There's one right here. So all you have to do is pop off these two bolts to loosen this up. And then the other one is right over here. I'll show you guys. Right here. So easy to get to from either side. And the reason you are removing bolts from the inside of the engine bay, because that's not a bolt. That's just like a self-locking bracket bolt to make sure, it doesn't spin on you. Same on this side. So you can't unscrew from this side, you have to go from the inside. So this side is a little more challenging. You would have to remove this, get out of the way to get it in there. But as you see, I got my socket under, and I'll show you guys how to do it from under, which will make your life a lot easier. There you go. You got access right here next to your headers, which, if you're curious, I recently did an install video on that. Anyway, we are right there, if you can see. So it gives me some wiggle room, and little by little I can remove it. There you go. So this bolt here has a little pin you just got to remove, but I'm still going to give the whole thing a little spray right now with this, just to make it that much easier, as this thing likes to spin when you pop it off. So you got to pull this wire out, otherwise you won't be able to unbolt this. So yeah, that's a 19, but these were replaced, so it might be different in your case. Best thing is power tool, because you can quickly spin it off. Otherwise the whole bearing will be spinning, and you got to hold this with a wrench here, or you can put a hex wrench in here, and with a hand wrench you loosen it. In my case, hopefully this will work. There we go. So we are loose. I just got to get those bolts out completely. We'll pop it off. that. Alrighty, so I am able to wiggle out the bolts right behind the shock. There's one without having to remove it. Obviously, if you're removing it, loosen it all up, it will make your life easier to get back there. But you can slide it out. At least one. Let's see if we can get the second. Almost. There we go. And this is what it looks like. Upper control arm removed. Now, same way we pop a new one in. But before I do that, I'm going to replace my shock. Alrighty, now we can install a new upper control arm. So this is a little upgrade from what I used to have. Good company, makes solid stuff. This one doesn't have the wire through, so I'm gonna use a little thread locker just to be safe. When I tighten this down, I'll give you guys the torque specs when I start putting it on as well. Same idea. Hold in, yeah, check it out. Make sure it lines up correctly. There's the left and the right with these parts. I'll put the parts in the description as well. So since I have my shock out now, I can show you guys easier how the bolts go in there. So this goes back in the same way. And we just slide these right in. And when you tighten it, this will lock into place. When the shock is here, you also can get it in. You just gotta wiggle it around. It's gonna be a little more challenging. But now I'll tighten them back up the same way I removed them, and we'll be good to go. Don't forget to put on the grease nozzle here as well. And the bolt from under the engine. And there we go. All installed. Before I reattach this, I'm just gonna get my shock back into place because it's easier for me to work like that right now. And then I'll show you guys the finished product. That's the final step. You just gotta reconnect this spindle here. I'm gonna use a little bit of thread locker, as they don't have that protective, that little hole to secure the pin through. Normally you want to let that dry too, but we should be fine. Go. I believe this was an 18. Yep. Just gently secure it with the torque gun impact, and then we'll torque it down. spinning on us. Oh, we have to do the hex thing. So basically, I don't think we have anything to grab under, so we're gonna put the hex and hand tighten. So there's different types of hex you can use. This is what I had on hand. Just gonna hold this in place and tighten it down. And this only goes to about 45 foot-pounds, so this should do it. I'm gonna try with a torque wrench though, without the hex as well. There we go. If you do it fast enough, you can get it. We are good. And there you go, guys. Upper control arm installed. It's a pretty simple process. Just a few things you gotta remove, like the brakes and all that. But that's pretty much it. Check out also the shock replacement video. It all goes together. I would recommend doing everything, honestly. And now we just gotta reassemble this, same way I removed it. But I'll show that in the other video as I'm replacing it all. So I don't wanna waste any more time. Thank you, guys. Please subscribe, follow, check out more of my videos.